My sophomore year of college, I started kind of experimenting with hair, and where the impulse came from, I do this thing where since I was little, I'd take it and I smell it and I play with the tips, and it's this very obsessive habit. I do it all the time. I did it with my mom's hair when I was a baby, like before I even had my own. So it's kind of this thing that I've always done, and I just started thinking about that and why do I do this, and is it just a habit, or is there a deeper meaning there? And so I started, I made a book out of hair about it, because I noticed that I do it a lot when I'm upset or distressed. It's kind of like almost like a baby blanket sort of thing that, because I've always had long hair, I've never had it short, so it's always kind of been there for me to hold on to and comfort myself. So I made that book, and that kind of, over a few years just sort of catapulted me into this whole home hair thing, which is kind of what most of my work is about, at least right now. Kind of came up with this whole thesis about home and the body, and how when you lose a sense of home, like I moved around a lot as a kid. It's like 7 different states, 7 different times, 9 different houses. I've never had a house that I grew up in, or I've never had my extended family around. We're all spread out, and so when you don't really have like a sense of home, like what culture tells us home is, hometown, house, when you don't have that, I feel like I started kind of using my body to kind of create a portable sense of home that could go with me wherever I was. Through culture, I learned what home was supposed to be, and then it kind of didn't happen for me that way. And I felt homeless in a lot of ways, emotionally. I still feel that way. I mean, I'm getting ready to move right now, and it's just like yet another move. So I started making this work with these empty rooms, which, empty houses, it's going to signify a loss of home or a homelessness. And then I stitch in this furniture, these drawings of furniture with the hair, just to kind of illustrate and talk about that impulse to create home through your body or with your body. And it was interesting, the comments I got, because I would get like, this is disgusting, this spooks me, and then also I get, this is so gorgeous, these prints are beautiful. And I think that's that's one reason why I use hair as a material to make art. It's so loaded. When it's on the head, it's styled and beautiful, and it's this symbol of, like a woman's sexual power. But then when it's off the body, it's all of a sudden it's something that's disgusting or dead or gross or, repulsive. And I just find that juxtaposition really interesting.